A little delayed on clicking the button. Got to remember to click the button, Bobby.
We were busy talking about things.
I forgot.
Free Ticket Tuesday to get to. We'll be
I
better.
did everything I thought right.
That was the first time that we've been very delayed, though.
True.
That's pretty good. We've done this a few weeks. That's the first time we've done that. So
I set everything up, and I was like ready.
yeah, the right picture was on the TV, and I thought we were just going. I didn't know.
I didn't. There was one button I didn't click.
Ooh.
Courtney Love doesn't think Taylor Swift is important or interesting.
I don't think Courtney Love is important or interesting. So there's that, Courtney.
Let's see here.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
It's like I already have.
Yeah, I know. That's the funny thing about saying that about her. This is the worst thing about the H&R deal. Some of the ones that did go, it hit their card.
Happiness hack. Got it for you this morning.
Some self-love on the show this morning. We have videos of us self-loving this morning. If you want to go to bigdog979.com.
You might want to rephrase that.
Why? That's what it is.
You might want to rephrase
It's self-loving.
I'm
Chris is going to love himself on the video.
I'm thinking people might take that wrong.
In their minds,
I don't know if they're going to go watch the video because we're live streaming.
They
now.
may watch it just because they could see you self-love. You don't know that.
Big Dog 97.9.
Yep.
.com.
Yep.
Facebook, Big Dog, and the Chris Purplays of Bobby Show. I guess it is kind of self-love.
See? Tell
But
me I'm wrong.
It doesn't sound.
No lube required.
Well, if you've never tried to meditate because, well, you just can't sit that long.
I'm not real sure how. Yeah.
Usually you meditate and it's quite a while.
Yeah.
This is way easier, way quicker.
Yeah.
Okay? Self-love.
Quick love. Quick self-love.
Team at Berkeley has published a simple way and a simple exercise to make you happier throughout the day. So if you're a little stressed out, here you go. It takes 20 seconds.
Okay.
Every day. Just make this a habit. Give yourself a 20-second hug.
Okay.
And I thought about that for a minute. A 20-second hug. You give yourself a hug. How do you give yourself a hug? That's not it?
You.
A little bit.
Yours is a headlock. You're giving yourself you can't even hug yourself. You suck at hugging
What?
this bad.
I'm not doing it right.
Long documented. I would go here, I think. Can this not be a hug? Why are you around your neck? Why are you?
Because that's where my arms are.
That looks like your head's getting red. Let go. You're going to pass out.
Oh, I got lightheaded.
Chris has
Who knew you
a
could?
long history of not being a great at hugging. He doesn't know how to approach it. He can't even hug himself correctly.
Is that not how you do it?
I wouldn't say so. Go walk around in the hallways here and do that and tell me what everybody says.
Okay.
Do you feel better?
No. I feel like I'm going to pass out. All right. 20 seconds of hugging yourself. Apparently, I don't know how to do it right.
I don't think you did all the right things.
Here's
this is why.
else.
Mm-hmm.
I got to close my eyes. You got to think of a mistake, failure, or something that's been bothering you,
Mm-hmm.
and consider how it makes you feel.
Okay.
That's a lot of deep thinking.
Oh, here. This even walks you
Bring
through how
one
to do it.
hand to your chest, the other to your stomach,
That's a hug.
and try to do the same warmth as you're hugging someone you loved.
Squeeze. Okay. You got closed eyes.
This is
Are you
weird.
thinking about failures?
Hugging. That's weird. I don't know if that's gonna.
Do you think that's
anything.
weirder than you giving yourself chokehold?
Doing this?
That's
hugging.
you were doing a sleeper hold on yourself.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's hugging.
You got to take them. Yeah, you got to take that further. I don't know.
Then apparently a few seconds you can open your eyes and go on without your day, and you'll be happier and everything. I don't know. I don't know. I'm pretty happy.
I'm not feeling like this really is going to take a lot of stress out of my life.
You know, I think it might have worked. I'm in a good mood now. I'm ready to conquer the world.
Perfect. Great.
Now that I'm not passing out. Once again, we're live streaming. You can watch the show live between 8 and 9. We do it every Monday through Friday. Stream all over on the social media stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You can chat. You can type in comments. We'll see it from whatever platform you choose. Good morning, Anna. She's watching this morning and made a comment. Morning. Right before we went on, you were telling me about we were having a discussion about ghosts.
Okay, well, and this stems.
And I think I don't know if I've convinced you yet.
Not quite. A new study says that seeing the ghost of a deceased pet may help people grieve, is what it claims. Like see Fluffy, and I feel better because I know she's a ghost now.
I don't know if that's going to help me grieve.
This says it may. I feel like it's going to be like, ghost!
Very it's going to freak me out.
Yeah.
Even though I think seeing a ghost of your pet than like the ghost of a human is better.
So it's received answers from over 500 social media users that looked at physical experiences like still hearing the sound of your dog's nails on the hardwood floor running around, or dreaming about your deceased dog and things like that. And they said that helped bring positive feelings to them, felt better about those sort of things. I think if I don't have a dog anymore and my dog's dead and I can still hear it running on the floor, that freaks me out.
I'm going to move. I'm moving.
Well, I'm going to call the Ghostbusters naturally. That's number one. I've been conditioned all my life. That's who you call. I don't know where they are right now, but I hope they're out there and they could maybe get rid of it. But I don't think that brings me comfort. I don't think that helps me grieve the loss of my pet. You said you thought you would rather see the ghost of a person than the dog, maybe.
No, the other way around. I think seeing a pet is, unless it's, I think I'd rather see like my grandmother ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody like that than a pet.
Why?
I think I would feel more comfort there.
Do you think they can talk to you? Do you think ghosts can talk to you?
No.
You don't. You're a believer they cannot talk.
No. I think they can talk,
just not to the living. Okay.
They can talk amongst themselves.
They talk amongst themselves.
But
okay.
I think like the TV show. So
yeah. But some of those people.
But I think if like Dahmer shows up in ghost form at my house, I'm going to freak out.
I think if it's my grandma, I'm freaking out. If I see a ghost.
A pet?
Yeah, I think it'd freak me out more than seeing the ghost of a pet, maybe. I don't know why that is. I don't know.
Because it's a human?
I think
if an animal ghost shows up, I'm freaking out.
I think ghosts in general would freak me out. I don't know if it matters if it's a pet or a human.
Well,
but I also don't know that it matters if it's my grandma or just some guy that used to live in my house. You know what I mean?
You're kidding.
It's a
Some
ghost.
Random
it's
person
a ghost.
But yeah, you know one and you don't know the other.
Right.
If somebody shows up at your house, you know them, one you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you more freaked out about? The one you don't. If ghost shows up, I think it still applies in the same form. You got one, you know them. The other, you don't.
I don't.
What are they doing in my house?
I don't think it matters.
Oh, it does.
Because you're dead. What are you doing in my house?
Yeah, but I would rather it somebody I know than somebody I don't. Just this random dude or lady shows up at my house in ghost form.
I think I'm still freaked out either way. Is my point. I don't know that I'd rather either.
But I think your level of freaking out would be different with somebody you know to somebody you don't.
I feel like it'd be very similar for me.
I don't know. Text us what you think. 417-659-9797. You can text 417-659-9797.
People have supernatural experiences. If you've seen that, I've never seen a ghost. I'm not in that camp. Can't say that I thought I've seen a ghost.
I don't think I've seen a ghost.
Pet or human.
I've seen some things that maybe ghosts have done.
Okay.
Maybe not the ghost in particular, but things happen that maybe the ghost did it.
Maybe a ghost did it. That's just
It was trying to communicate.
okay.
It just can't talk. It can make things move.
You just forgot you moved the remote, and you said, Ghost did that.
How'd the TV turn on? Maybe sometimes the government could be a good thing.
Maybe.
Boy, that's
sometimes.
hard to say.
Yeah.
The Justice Department is going to file a antitrust lawsuit against Live Nation as soon as next month.
Oh, okay.
Live Nation, of course, the parent company to every concert goer's least favorite entity, Ticketmaster.
Yep.
The feds say they've used the industry dominance to undermine competition to ticketing live events. As a result, we pay more, and there's nothing we can do about it because they pretty much are the only game in town. Last year, the Senate panel subpoenaed documents from Live Nation pertaining to ticket pricing, fees, and secondary sales. I think double checking to make sure they're not in a...
That they're price gouging.
Yes, basically.
Which they are. And I think we all know they are.
Yes.
I've kind of taken a stance on mostly. Like, a lot of them, it's so, it's expensive.
And are they doing these tickets are now sold at this price. They're now reselling tickets, but it's them that's doing it.
Now, that would be especially bad. Yeah, if they're claiming their resale tickets so they can boost the ticket value even more.
Right.
And then, therefore, boost the fee. I guess the fee would stay the same, but it's a lot of fees on a lot of those things.
Yes.
And multiple fees, and this is a processing fee. This is a handling fee. What are you handling? It's a digital ticket, and I don't know. Now, I do think it's going to be hard to say, well, they do have a lot of shows, and I won't argue that, but it's not the only game in town. Do you think they can say, yes, that's...
I think potentially.
Yeah? They're big enough? You think you can?
Because a lot of them, they basically, how a lot of them work, I know especially Live Nation, is they buy the tour.
Mm-hmm.
One, they own they pretty much run the venues.
Or artists.
In cities around the country.
Mm-hmm.
So they got all their venues at different levels, big, to small, medium, and small, cap rooms. And then they go to said artist, the big artists especially, and go, we will give you $500 million or whatever it is to book your shows. If we make a profit, we make a profit. If we don't, we don't.
Yeah.
And then they set everything where it needs to be.
Yeah.
Artist gets $500 million. And of course, that gets divvied up to all management and all the other stuff.
Right.
But that's how they pay them. And then they go out and then they book the tour, the route, in all their venues. Then they put their tickets up for sale. And that's where they say maybe it gets... The reason the fees become because they're trying to make more of a profit because they're already out X amount of money. So they want the profit to be up. Then there's been rumors of them, the resale tickets are not really resale tickets.
Now that I could see being a huge problem for them.
Right.
That's something that feels like you could really get
now they'll have to
penalized
prove
for
that.
Yeah, right.
Now, if they find out that's not going on, that is good. Because that would be a terrible thing if they're not real. They're just doing it to go from, well, that ticket was $200.
Yeah.
Plus all the fees, $325.
Yeah.
But it's already sold, and it sold quickly. We know you're a super big fan. This one's a resale ticket from somebody. They'll sell it to you for $1,200.
Right. And that indeed is price gouging. That is.
And then they pocket all that money. It's not somebody else.
And it should be illegal if that's the case.
Right.
Listen, I hope that if they are doing things that are wrong, that they are busted for doing things that are wrong. And if there's antitrust issues there, that should not exist. That should never exist. But I know you can go win tickets with no processing fees whatsoever.
That is right.
From Free Ticket Tuesday all day today.
And every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday. More chances at 10:05, 2:05, and 4:05 for Breaking Benjamin tickets.
Here's Rich Glitter.
This is not headline news. Today is wear your pajamas to work day. And for those of us here in radio, there's rarely a day we don't come to work in something we slept in. Will Smith surprised the crowd at Coachella by performing the theme song to Men in Black. Then he pulled out one of those neutralizers from the movie and tried to erase everyone's memory from his last appearance at the Oscars.
Sorry.
Two different people claim to be the title of the world's oldest man. Unfortunately, the argument will be over for one of them real soon. And the Ford Mustang celebrates its 60th anniversary tomorrow. And now that it's 60, it's buying a Corvette. This is not Headline News.
I guess we should put that up there, Anna. That way you can hear us. I've just been talking about the proms. Paradise
Jason,
City.
one of our other coworkers, he was talking about going into Kaleidoscope, and I was like, I've
Kaleidoscope.
been in there for years, but that's where I used to go buy all the tickets.
Mm-hmm.
That way, the box offices weren't open through the day or what. But if one of your friends was going, like, hey, I'm going. Who all wants their ticket to X show? And you
That
send the
used to
money
be
with
what-
them, and they went to Kaleidoscope. And they had them for everything in Springfield back in the day.
Yep. Yeah, Kaleidoscope was the place
Mm-hmm.
in Springfield.
So I was like, yeah, I've never been in the tattoo studio portion, but I've been in there many times. I think the tattoos were upstairs.
I think so. I think you're right. I don't know if it's still that way because
He said it was, and he said it looked like it.
never hadn't really changed.
Well,
Kaleidoscope. I think it's Kaleidoscope. I could be wrong on this, but I was thinking it was Kaleidoscope. Is the drummer for the band Troy
oh yeah,
in Springfield?
Sure.
I believe is the owner of that.
really? He owns that now.
Mhm.
Cool, good for him.
So I think he's owned it for like a long time. Him and I think a couple other guys are partners on it.
Cool. Yeah. Well, they're keeping it going. That guy we work with, he said it was. It's funny you say that. Maybe they remodel. He said it looked very modern in there, like they maybe put a remodel into it. And I said, oh yeah, it's been around a long time.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was the place to go when I lived there
Mhm.
long time ago.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I remember those days, and I miss them.
Mm-hmm.
Going to record stores. How was Troy? Were they good? You saw them last weekend? What am I saying? They're always pretty good.
Yeah, actually, they are really good.
Put on a good show.
I saw those guys as like high school kids. They're roughly my age, or some of them are
Yeah.
roughly my age. Actually, I think they won some radio like Battle of the Bands thing to open a show
They
that
could
I
have.
went to. So I seen them very early.
They-
And you watch them, you're like, wow,
Well-
these guys are really good.
They've been at it for a long time.
Yeah, it's probably. I've been out of school for a while. So yeah.
Anna, everybody, hopefully you have a good day. We got a late start today, and we forgot to turn the little audition thing on.
Mm.
We're just slacking today.
Not our finest video day.
We're slacking today. So you just saw a lot of random movements. And the cool thing about that, if you can't hear us, you can just make up, what are they talking about? And in your own head, you can come up with your own theory of what they could be talking about.
You want to get really into it, record an audio bit that lays over the top of it. You could really have fun with that. There
Yeah.
you go.
And then share it out.
Yeah. Why not?
Hashtag these guys.
Yeah. It's like silent movies sometimes with us.
Yeah. Hope you have a good day.
Take care.